Ladies and gents, welcome back to another case study breakdown. We have got quite a lot of these by this point, so I am getting through them. My name is George. I run an agency called The Paid Search Company. We spend $1 million a month on Google Ads for some of the best brands in the space, and today I'm going to break down a case study of how we took a brand called the Ponyjet from losing money on Google Ads to doing nearly 60k pounds per month. I think that's like 80k USD, whatever. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to break down where they were before, where they are now, and the strategy that we used to take them there. But before I get into it, if you're looking for a one-to-one custom and completely free Google Ads action plan for your brand, you can get one just by booking a call with me below. Let's get into it. So here we have the brand in question. Okay, they sell a bunch of different horse products. I'm not going to go too in depth into the brand itself, but I will tell you what we've been able to achieve on Google. Okay, so before us, they came to us sort of in the early end of November, and they were working with a freelancer on Fiverr to basically run their ads. Now, nothing wrong with freelancers at all, nothing wrong with Fiverr, but sometimes when you put the two together, you don't actually get the best person when it comes to running your Google Ads. And you can see here, they were only spending 300 quid, making 850 quid back. And all of this, by the way, was branded. And the owner of this company actually thought that you could really only use Google Ads for brand. He didn't really understand the huge potential of top of funnel, and not a lot of brand owners do. They really just think it's meta and that's it. But actually you can acquire cold customers, new customers at scale, and probably even more efficiently on Google than you can on Meta. All right, so these were the results to begin with. And then after us, this was from the May to June. So it took us, maybe 6 months to get to this point, but, at the end of the day, what matters is that you get there, okay? And now, in this 30-day period, we did 58.6k in rev, 8.41k in spend. That's an £18 CPA. Their AOV is something like nearly 100, I don't know. It's in the 50, 60, 70 range, whatever, something like that. But yeah, really, really cool results. We are continuing to get them such exceptional results, although this was a specifically good month because it's kind of a product for warmer weather. So that's why this month was so good. That's why I'm showing you this month now. But let's jump into the strategy, okay? I'm going to break down very quickly the strategy that we used to achieve these results. And of course, with Google Ads, it's about your account structure. I think with Meta, your strategy is your creative, right? Hence creative strategy, that phrase exists. With Google, it's much more about your campaign choice, okay? There's a lot of media buying knowledge that needs to go into Google Ads, and you need to have a full funnel structure, okay? And this is exactly what we have for this brand. So we are utilizing demand gen for top of funnel, and I highly recommend you do the same. Demand gen is a very interesting campaign type. It can serve ads across YouTube, display, discovery, Gmail, a lot of top of funnel traffic and inventory. And what we're doing, and I've got a tutorial that I'll link here in terms of how we use demand gen for clients, but we like to use YouTube ads only, right? So we specifically select YouTube ads traffic, and we take the brand's meta creative, meta videos, or whatever videos they have, and then we run it on YouTube ads, and we send that traffic to some kind of funnel or landing page, because YouTube traffic is very, very cold and also is more educational focused. I think TikTok, Meta, slightly more entertainment. YouTube, you tend to be there to learn a lot of the time. So sending them to quite an educational landing page is very effective. And so we do that. We then have non-branded search and cold shopping in the account, okay? So I highly recommend everyone runs some kind of non-branded search. Now, a lot of you might struggle to get search to perform when you're also running PMax in your account. Now, quick tip, I covered this on Twitter the other day, but the reason why is because Performance Max will cannibalize, it will eat up your search campaigns if you use search themes, okay? Now, if you don't use search themes, then it will just be based on sort of ad rank. But if you do use search themes, which are kind of like the keywords that you put into PMax when you're configuring the targeting, then if a search theme, basically, if someone searches up, I don't know, like horse shower, and you have horse shower as a search theme in PMax and horse shower as a search keyword in your search campaign, PMax is going to win, all right? And so what a lot of people find is their search campaigns don't work when they have PMax in the account. One way to negate this and actually get your PMax campaign to spend more on the shopping network, which is what we want PMax to just basically be a smart shopping campaign, right? The campaigns that used to exist back in 2010, they do not exist anymore because Google hates us, but we want them to behave in such a way. And so, because that is just, at the end of the day, it's the highest quality traffic, highest ROI traffic, we want them to be a non-branded smart shopping campaign. So we have to exclude brand, and we should also remove search themes to promote PMax to spend more on shopping. Maybe we also want to go feed only. I recommend that, to be honest. I like feed only. And just really, that's kind of the PMax strategy that we have. I'm going to stop waffling. But having non-branded search, right? Once you've removed the search themes from PMax, this is going to start spending, and then you want to have multiple ad groups. based on theme, okay? So keyword theme. So, you used to have SKAGs, single keyword ad groups. These don't really work anymore because Google just ignores kind of what your match types are, more or less. It will always go beyond the keywords that you give it. So, if you put in horse shower, it's as a keyword in its own ad group with like perfectly matched ad copy, Google's just going to still show that, ad for related keywords. Even if it's exact match, it'll still show for like pony shower or something like that. And then your ad copy doesn't match and your quality score's messed up. So what you should do is have an ad group for shower related keywords, an ad group for, whatever, per product maybe, if that makes sense. And then having ad copy that's tailored to that theme so that you can have the highest ad relevance, get a better quality score, get a better ad rank, right? Then we also have standard shopping. Now, another exciting thing that I probably should make a video on. In fact, I did make a video on this. I will link it here as well. Standard shopping can now outrank Performance Max in the auction, okay? So before, if standard shopping and PMax were bidding on the same products, it would be PMax that wins all the time. Now it's the campaign that has the highest ad rank. And standard shopping usually has a higher ad rank, just in my experience. And so standard shopping is now going to win quite frequently, which means I think you should definitely be running a standard shopping campaign with your best seller or best sellers in, because you can get very tight control over your performance with standard shopping. You can control the exact amount you're spending, you can add negative keywords, you can control your CPCs, you can control your TROAS at an ad group level, not just at a campaign level. You can add your own bid adjustments, right? Performance Max does a lot of these things automatically. Standard shopping, they're manual, which means it's not so good when you have hundreds and hundreds of products in standard shopping campaigns, because you're just never going to be able to manage that. But when you have just a few key SKUs, it's the best. And it will outperform PMax, in my opinion, with a low TROAS, very scalable, very good for new customer growth. So we have one of those running as well. We then also have a competitor search campaign running, okay? Not technically advertising exclusively bestsellers, but again, ad group by competitor, right? Because of course, that's just what you want to do to get the highest quality score. Now, this is not by any means a huge campaign. Competitor search is a very black and white one. Either it works or it doesn't. It depends on how competitive your niche is and what the CPC costs are for your competitors' brand names. Because this is quite a niche product, we get away with it pretty well. There's only like a couple of other players in the space. So competitor campaigns do really, really well. And we end up stealing quite a lot of traffic, which is great. Then we have a Performance Max campaign for kind of all of the products. This is just a very good catch-all campaign, maximizing the use of the product category and just maximizing our potential revenue generation. You should, in my opinion, be pushing all of your products, unless some of them have horrendous margins, like below 20% or something, because you want to maximize your ability to generate revenue. But a PMax campaign is a good campaign to do that, right? Because you have so many products in there, even if it's more products than like 5, to be honest with you, that's when PMax starts to make sense, because it's going to make all these, adjustments in behind the scenes, small little bit adjustments, small little targeting adjustments that, as a human, you're going to miss, but PMax is going to be able to do automatically for you. So that's why it's good for high SKU counts. And obviously now that standard shopping can outrank it, that's why this works well. You want to use standard shopping to really get the first click. And then PMax can then do retargeting, right? This is what's known as the feeder strategy, which is becoming popular in the Google Ads space at the moment, where you get the first initial click with standard shopping. Maybe you don't get the sale, but then PMax can come and retarget, okay? But anyway, then we have of course, branded defense campaigns. So brand search, brand shopping, okay? Because we have excluded brand from Performance Max and excluded brand from standard shopping and excluded brand from non-brand search, all right? Just create a negative keyword list with your brand name in it and just add it to all your cold campaigns and just have this like very clear divide between cold and warm. And that way you can ensure you are not wasting money on your brand, which I've talked about in many videos already. So thank you for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed. Now, as I say, if you are a brand owner and you want to get a action plan for your Google Ads, whether you're running them or not, you can get your free action plan one-to-one with me. I will walk you through it down below by booking a call. Also, if you are an agency owner or freelancer that wants a little bit of one-to-one help with Google Ads, growing your business, agency, freelancing, whatever, you can also book a one-to-one coaching call with me down below in the description as well. And make sure to subscribe to our newsletter. We're sending out weekly Google Ads advanced tips over there. And if you enjoyed the video, please don't hesitate to give it a like. Thank you. See you in the next one.